Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Asus Zenfone 4, which is a budget-oriented Android phone by Asus. And in this video, we'll be doing the camera review. And this Zenfone 4 has a 5 megapixel rear-facing camera, and this camera can also record video in full HD, that's 1080p. It does not have any LED flash, but it does have a front-facing VGA camera, and I would say the VGA camera is just average. So I won't stress a lot on the front-facing camera, but it's there for you. We'll look at the rear-facing camera. I have actually shot a lot of videos and pictures. I'll show you that a bit later. But before that, I'll show you the camera interface. And the camera fires actually pretty quickly. And we do get a lot of modes. If you just click here, as you can see, we have all the modes. I did most of my testing in auto mode, but we have HDR or depth of field, etc. Another mode is this night mode, and I definitely say that use that mode if you're going to take pictures indoors, because if you just take it on auto, as it does not have any LED flash, in artificial lighting at auto, the pictures don't come out that great indoors. Let me actually show you the camera interface. Here are the other settings that you have. We can adjust the ISO, exposure, etc. And regarding resolution, if you want to take it in 16:9 ratio, it takes at 4 megapixel. But if you want the full resolution at 5 megapixel, it will take it at 4:3 ratio. And we have that anti-shake enhancement. I've enabled it, but I don't think so it works that well. We have a lot of options provided on this. As you can see, exposure adjustment, and here in video, as you can see, it can record video in full HD, that's 1080p. So that's actually pretty surprising considering the price point of this device. This device is selling in India just for rupees 6,000 rupees. We also have these modes over here. You can change it, and these are fun modes, and you can also switch to the front facing camera. And regarding focusing, it is actually pretty quick and it takes the photograph, but it takes a second to process it, as you can see. And let's have a look at the photograph now. And it does okay job, I would say, but in indoor conditions, you have to be a little bit careful. Otherwise, you get a lot of noise and shakes also. But I'll show you the sample shots, and we also have this depth of field motion, as I told you. And as you can see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here, as you can see, half it worked, and here I'll actually show you all these pictures in full screen mode so that you can get a better idea regarding the camera performance of this Asus Zenfone 4. These pictures were shot with the rear-facing camera of the Asus Zenfone 4, and as you can see, in terms of sharpness, we have a decent sharpness, but one thing I did notice is that this phone has a tendency to boost up the colors and saturation. So actually the pictures look very unnatural in terms of the colors. In terms of sharpness, I'm pretty happy with it. The pictures are pretty sharp, but the colors are a bit off. For example, this flower should be pink, but it's almost violet in color. Shooting this video with the Asus Zenfone 4 at the highest setting possible, that's 1080p full HD, and the audio is also being recorded by the internal microphone. And it's a pretty windy day, so there might be a lot of wind noise. And it's a bit cloudy day today. This is my roof garden, and again it's very windy. Let me just slowly pan around. We do have tap to focus, so you can just tap to an area for quickly focusing, but even auto focusing is there. And now let me just walk back. So this should give you an idea about the video recording with this Asus Zenfone 4 outdoors. These were shot in semi-indoor conditions in the auto mode, and here, as you notice, the weakness of this camera are evident. The colors are actually way off. It's a lot reddish in my opinion, and also as it does not have any LED flash, there is quite a bit of blur also in the pictures. And these pictures were taken in completely artificial light in my office, and I enabled the night mode. Fortunately, when you use the night mode, the pictures come out to be a little bit better in my opinion, and they have decent sharpness. Again, as this phone does not have any LED flash, I would say it did a decent job with the night mode. But you have to hold the phone steady because otherwise there can be a little bit of blur. We also have that depth of field that I talked about earlier, but it's kind of a hit or a miss. As you can see, the earlier image was not that great, but this came out kind of okay. This is the video again at 1080p, which I shot indoors in artificial light. And if you notice, it is okay, but when you move the camera around, there is quite a bit of loss in the frame rate and also in focusing in artificial light. It is a little bit off. So indoors videos are not as sharp as outdoor videos, and also the frame rate is not very high. So what do I feel about the camera performance of this device? As you have seen from the sample shots and videos, yes, in terms of sharpness, the rear facing camera outdoors actually does a decent job. But one place where I did not like it is that it artificially tries to boost the colors and saturation. Hence the pictures actually look very unnatural. In terms of indoor photography, yes, there can be a little bit of noise and also shakes, so you have to be a little bit careful. But if you enable the night mode, pictures come out to be a little bit decent. And considering the price point of this, if you compare it with the Moto E, I would say in indoor shots it definitely did a lot better compared to the Moto E. But in terms of video outdoors, as you saw, the video was pretty good at 1080p. But indoors, if you take the video in artificial light, it does tend to skip a lot of frames, and the frame rate is very low. So I wouldn't recommend taking videos indoors in artificial light with this device. So overall, I would say it's an okay camera, but again, nothing spectacular. The same case was there even with this Moto E. But definitely, if we compare it with the Moto E's camera, yes, it is slightly better. But again, both the Moto E and as well as this Zenfone 4 camera are not that great. I've already actually made a comparison video between this Zenfone 4 and the Moto E, so you can check that out. Also, I've made several other videos on this device, and I'm actually pretty impressed with the overall performance of this device. So you can check out those videos, and I'll also be posting a full in-depth review for this Asus Zenfone 4. So stay tuned to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.